Hello guys and welcome back to episode 2 of Civilization on Deity, where we're now stuck with Japan. Minasan, konnichiwa. And I think I just want to heal up the archers and then we'll go south and kind of check if there's more barbarians left. And if not, then I think we just kind of fortify our cities and wait. The British doesn't really like us. And I would somewhat expect us to just get into a fight with them, so I don't really want to invest diplomatic resources in them too much. Because I just don't think that's the direction things are going in. They're by far our most likely enemy, since we're right next to them. And we actually will get to a setup where I think war is completely reasonable. We have such an amazing spot, really, that a little bit of war never hurt anyone. Let's not harvest our copper for gold, that seems retarded. It could be worth it in some rare scenarios, but this is really not one of them. So now I actually am so rich given all the money that we could buy another builder, but I think I'm just kind of leaning towards saving up enough gold to buy another settler, and we'll just buy the settlers. I mean, it really is not the worst thing in the world. Here I think we could very reasonably make a watermill. It's like one food, one production. Because we're not, I guess we are kind of limited on housing. 3 of 6 housing, 3 of 5 housing. I don't think we need a granary yet. I'm probably not making a settler, although I could. But then this city might become a little bit underdeveloped. I think we have interesting choices. We could also make another archer just to really strengthen our precision. I might make a chariot archer actually, so we can just like roam westwards with it and it moves a bit faster, although there are a lot of hills. And then we can always build up the city after that. I actually don't hate that. I mean, it's a little less optimal. We could be a bit more greedy in our buildings, but I do think we have to be a little bit careful because this is Deity, and we have actually cut some corners in our opening. We have some archers, but we really don't have a ton. We're really getting all the gold we can possibly want. So I think here we go down and we improve the sheep, and then I have one move left which I can't actually use for a little while because I need something to cut the forest, right? Which I think is like here. Which is quite far away, so I think this builder will just kind of go out to sea and get the fish eventually, something like that. Okay. I just had one of those moments when you just feel uncomfortable, you want to cough and everything feels bad. So sometimes if you see the menu being brought up, it's actually because I have to cough and I'm just like muting the microphone. And for some reason I just didn't change the bind from the menu key. Apparently home is the menu key in Civ 6. Who would have known? Wow, we really are getting a lot of gold from our tiles. So there's unlikely, I'm gonna send the archer all the way down just to check, but there's unlikely to be a lot of barbarians left down there. Which means we can kind of keep the archers here, or we can go westwards and just kind of explore. And I kind of want to explore because I want to know if it just ends here or if we're on a continent with someone else. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Tokyo, right? Yeah. I'm going to move to Tokyo. And I'm going to make a trade route down to Fukuoka to, you know, make the road all the way. Increases growth by 15% in all cities. This is very good if we can get it. Seeing as no one has built it yet, I'm really kind of inclined to just make it. Because then we have fertility rights and we have this. It's like, I think it's pretty good. We can just build it here on a reasonably inconsequential tile. Sure, let's go for it. Not something I would always advocate, but I'm kind of for it here. I really should change this bind. Okay, well, seeing a British unit here, it makes me think there's nothing down there. So I feel very good about just moving back up. And I do think I want to scatter. What I could do was just keep my archers right here and block the tiles. But I think I at least want to explore my options just a tiny bit. Let's send you over here. So this builder really can't do anything here until I get another tile. I could just purchase this tile. How much would that cost me? 65 gold. That's 4 turns. When does this grow? Like, when does the city have its next thing? Can I see that? I can't really see that. I know you can see it somewhere. Oh, 3 turns until border growth. Okay, well it takes me 4 turns to go there, so that's fine. We can wait. And then as much as getting 5 gold from Zanzibar is pretty sick, I think we go down to Fukuoka and make a road. Because having a road between our cities really strengthens our military position. Being able to reinforce, instead of it taking like 10 turns, it only takes like 5. It's a really big deal. We do have a pantheon and we're not going to get a religion unless something crazy happens. We kind of want to consider. I'm not making settlers. I kind of already made the builders. So I think production towards the wonders is interesting, although we're only making 1. I think I might just take 1 production all cities. And then unit maintenance down by 1 is kind of okay. We don't need the combat strength right now. Production towards ancient and classical era naval units, not interesting. And production towards ancient and classic era melee and ranged units is kind of interesting, but I think we'll just take conscription for now. And then if we get into a war in 20 turns, we can always change it, but I don't think it's relevant right now because we're really not in a spot where I feel like it's important for us to kind of amass a military. I could see taking the production towards builders in hindsight. Mostly, oh, we got that tile. Nice. Mostly because if we did that, then we could just improve the tiles there. But we can only work 4 tiles from Kyoto, right? So let's say we work 1, 2, 3, and then 4, which is just like 1 more production or 1 more gold. Like, I think it's fine. Now we have sailing, so I'm not going to go astrology. And Colossus is kind of cool, but it's like, again, it's like making the wonders. It's not really how we want to play Deity at all. I think the 2 interesting buildings are here, where we go for the lighthouse and the harbor, or we go down to currency for banks and then up into workshops. Seeing as all our cities except for 1 is going to be on the coast, we could also go bronze working just to reveal iron. That is an option. Or we could go masonry for walls. That's also kind of an option, but a little bit less greedy and more military. I think I want to go celestial navigation. It does mean I have to get astrology, but you know, we'll just kind of get it out the way because we want the lighthouses. And it does look like we can be relatively maritime, right? Because this city can do harvest, this city will do harvest, this can do harvest, this can do harvest. The only one that can't is this one. And to be frank, it's like, given there's no luxury resources, it's not even the best of cities anymore. I thought there might be one, but there really isn't. It's a good blocker city to kind of stop others from getting in shenanigans. But really isn't the worst in the world. So here I can make another builder. Again, I mean, the reason why that's interesting is so we can send the builder down to the newly city, like founded city, because I'm going to buy a settler very soon, right? I could also make a watermill, which is really good because it has double rice and it's like food of production. I think that's what I want to do here. Wait, I have a turn left on the monument? What the hell canceled that? Okay, let's just finish the monument. And then... oh, wow. So there's a bard camp somewhere since there's such an incursion, but I have no idea where. Well, let's... I'm glad that was lucky timing getting out the... getting out the chariot there. Okay. Then I think I'll just make the watermill up here as well. Because I already have a chariot. I'm not going to make more military unless we get forced into it, kind of. So we need one more to get 4 gold for every commercial district. We don't really have that. When this area is +2 production to capital when producing wonders, buildings, and districts. That's pretty good. Right, let's go over here, and then I will buy the crap tile next turn, essentially. Having a city here would be awkward. If I have a city here, I need the city as well, really. So, ooh, that's a lot of barbarians. We're getting gold from all our tiles, which is really interesting. I mean, we have a war chariot here. It should be enough to defend the city, so I guess I can take you and just like start sending you up, although it will be a while. But we do have roads on the way, which does, you know, actually make it better. Purchase tile. 70 gold, but it's 2 turns, so I'm not going to do that. Because we will just take it naturally, right? Down goes the warrior, but that's okay as well. I think when he hits one more time, he'll promote and they'll be okay. This is actually a little scary. They could actually kill the city. It's a lot of turns for him to get up there. I have to move back because that can actually take my worker, which kind of sucks. If it does, we'll just take it back, but you know. Hey, promotion available. Guess we take charge, although it's kind of so and so. And he can go back to scouting then. This was a really good worker. I mean, both Kyoto and Fukuoka are really strong cities. This is like a medium city. This is like a medium city, but these two are very good cities. And really, it's like hard to maneuver an army as well. It's like really defensible locations. Okay, we're under siege. That's fine. Okay, send that out. That's it, huh? So it does look like there might be more here, but it looks like there's a lot of like barren territory in between. I think is quite good. I guess our guy here is kind of in trouble. So I will have to make another archer or heavy chariot. I guess I just make an archer in the city. That makes a lot of sense. Having archers isn't that bad on Deity. Because our standing military is actually a little on the weak side. So I actually don't hate having more army. I'm guessing this guy dies this turn? Yeah. I mean, that sucks, but it is what it is. Rather him than the city, you know. Okay, there are crabs. I mean, I don't really want the city over here if I can avoid it. We could, like, Buenos Aires looks like an okay city. Could consider taking that. But I would probably rather take Zanzibar to really close off, like, my area. If I was really greedy, it's possible we could put a city here, but it's really not that great. No, someone finished the gardens. Ah, that's brutal. We had 3 turns left, huh? Well, we can make a builder in 1 turn, which I think is our play. We can also make, like, we can kind of make everything we want. I think I might just make the watermill here. But I'm really, really displeased about that. I don't think another builder up here really does much. Let's make a granary. Okay, well this is... okay, Rome is over here. I was about to say, it was getting kind of interesting in the tiles because there were some luxury resources, but I'm kind of fine with... I hope there's a very, very strong city right here, because then we'll take that. But if there isn't, then we're just not taking more cities in that direction at all. Okay. If a barb spawned down here, I'll be very unhappy, but that is what it is. Okay, well, it looks to be very barren. I think the positive thing about that is it's unlikely that Rome will really settle here. And I prefer their cities not being closer to us. Okay, let's go north and just check out if we did have a barb camp up there, because I'm a little suspicious of where all those barbarians came from, you know? So we'll go like here, and then we'll go over there. Look. We do finish Celestial Navigation in a turn. Now we can make harbors. It's pretty good. I mean, we could try and get the Colossus, but that seems kind of futile. There is the Petra, which is +2 food, +2 gold, and 1 production. All desert tiles for this city. Which, if you think about it, is incredibly strong for a city like over here. There are some desert tiles here, right? But it's like really not incredible. So I don't think I'll go for the Petra. I think here the most interesting are machinery, apprenticeship. That's probably it. We have a lot of lakes. We have a lake here. That's probably about it. Lake. We really don't have that many lake tiles. So I think we'll go to currency first. Currency and then up to apprenticeship. Currency, horseback riding, apprenticeship. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's go back to Kyoto and continue our march forward and hope the British doesn't attack us this turn. That would be very, very lame. Okay. Now we get to choose a government. Capital receives +1 boost to all yields. That's not great. +10 bonus production on wonders. I mean, that's not really great on Deity because the AIs are way better than you. All land melee units gets +4 combat strength. That's something. And 20% experience for combat units. I mean, that's okay, but not great. Classical Republic. All cities with a district receive +1 amenity. We don't have districts yet, but we will get science districts relatively soon. And 15% bonus to great people points. I think we'll take Classical Republic because we get 2 economy slots. And I really don't care about the military slots right now. So we'll go Classical Republic. And then the first envoy you send to each city-state counts as 2 envoys. But the thing is, we won't discover more city-states for a while. So we take Charismatic Leader. And then I could take production towards builders. I think that's the most likely. I only have 1 trade route, and I'm not getting more for a little bit. I'm not making... I have to make 1 more settler, but I could just buy him eventually. So I think I'll just take the 2 gold from the trade routes. It's probably better to get conscription, actually. To just get... I probably earn more than 2 gold for this, right? We're 19.8, 22.8. Yes, we earn 3, so it just makes more sense to have that. Here, I think I get mysticism because we get another envoy, and we can go to like maybe an envoy here for 2 faith a turn. That's not the greatest in the world, to be completely honest. I might also just send them to Zanzibar for 4 gold for every commercial district, although we don't have any yet. We can build them at some point. This is +2 production every industrial zone, but we don't have those yet. But I mean, I'm okay with just getting some envoys. We could also go out and scout. Try to find some other city-states. This guy's kind of in trouble. There's silt there, which is very nice. So I might... It's possible I want to put the city, like... If we put it here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we can't quite get it. If there was like a lake here, I think I would prefer to have it here. But it just doesn't seem like that's the case. So, Fukuoka can make a harbor, which is nice. A granary, which is okay since we're 5 or 6 housing. I think it actually makes more sense to make a granary. I could also make a builder for this city, but I think we'll just have that city make a builder in itself. Nagoya. Okay, the British are not going to like us, of course. So up here, builder, monument. You could get more culture. That seems okay. Grow the city a bit. And then down here, we are making a builder. We could make a watermill and have a builder come from somewhere else, but all these other cities are kind of occupied for a little while. Take you and send down to Nagoya because that's the most exposed cities. If I was to make walls in any city, I would make walls in Nagoya, just because it's, you know, forward towards the British. Okay, well there's the free builder for us potentially. Yeah, we need more housing, but we are building a granary for the housing. And then let's get, okay, drama and poetry. It does let us make a theater square, which is kind of cool, and I don't really go that route very often. But I'm not gonna make the entertainment things now. So I'm kind of okay with that. Maybe we could make some theater districts, get some culture. Go up that route. Okay, there are the wonder tiles here. I think here is a good city. Because we want to be on the river, and I don't think I want to be all the way back here. It's too close to the capital, so we'll make it there. Which means I do want one more settler, but not yet. 11 turns for a settler. That is interesting. I think I'm going to make a builder to improve all these tiles. We have so many good ones. I mean, I don't have... I'm going to make commercial districts before the production ones, I think. We could just get this and get 2 faith a turn. It's like, it's not great, but we get a little bit. And over the course of the time, I mean, it does add up. Is that the greatest choice in the world? Nah, probably not. I have my doubts, but I think it's okay. I really want this builder to stop so we can take it. Okay, yeah, we got it. Let us move here. Okay. A free builder, never bad. Then Tokyo could make the Oracle. Let's see what that does. Patronage of great people costs 25% less. Less faith. Districts in this city provides +2 great person points of their type. And 1 culture and 1 faith. The thing is, I don't think this city will be a great person thing. Although we could make it like a... It could be the city that kind of produces like theater districts and stuff. It's tough because wonder whoring is really not how you're supposed to play Deity. I'm kind of tempted to make a harbor more than anything. Although we can only place it on the fish, which I kind of hate. I kind of want that tile there. Okay, let's just make a campus then. I have been converted. So the next important step is to buy a settler and put a city right there. Okay, let's go to Santibar. It doesn't really matter too much. Could have also saved it, to be honest. London is 12 population. Bluff. That's a lot. But we are kind of sitting in our own little safe world at the moment, which is pretty nice, I will admit. So we have that tile, and that tile improved. Right, so I could go here, but I think we'll do this one, and this one. These are improvements. Let's make a commercial hub. That does not seem bad. And I think I will make it on this tile because I killed the other one. Like I was making the wander there and it just killed the tile. I think it was a forester or something. Are you so scared of expansion? I mean, to be honest, we've expanded like very rapidly for a game on Deity. So I really don't think that's the part of that he should yell at. If anything, he should yell at us for having a small army or low tech compared to the AIs, but it's really not expansions. So he denounces you. I control very little territory? Are you kidding me? Okay, well that's kind of crazy. So Fukuoka could make a builder. It's either builder or a commercial hub, I think. I don't want to raise that tile. I could make it here on the coast, that's fine. Yeah, that seems okay. I mean, if we bump up our culture, we do have 4 cities. 4 cities is a lot of cities at this point. It's just the actual territory we control might not be the greatest in the world. People are killing city-states. Okay. So, do I want to go down like masonry or bronze working? I mean, I don't really. No, I just don't. If someone declares war on us, life sucks. 1, 2, 3. We could get it eventually. There's spices there is also kind of interesting. Although I really don't want to settle across the sea if I can avoid it at all. Let's make a... There is a lot of, like, there's a rice, 2 rice close. Let's take the watermelon. It does seem pretty good. So here we actually finished it. The thing I don't like here is I kind of want to wait for another city, right? So we can send a route from here to here and just finish it all. Going to Zanzibar makes the most sense. But I think what I will do is send it down to Nagoya. And then, how much to buy it? I guess like 500 something, 560. This is still a while off. But I really want to send a trader from this city to this city. But if I have to wait like 6-7 turns, it's probably like, it's just silly, it's not worth it. Okay, now we can make theaters. So here I think I kind of want to go... I'm not going to make the Great Library. I'm not going to go theology. I think I want to go civil service for the meritocracy. Also, feudalism is kind of good. Newly builders gain +2 actions. That is pretty strong. But it's like a very different tree. I guess where do I want to end up? I think I want to end up in a Mercian Republic eventually. Which is up here. Although guilds and town charters is really strong. I think I'm more likely to go civil service guilds than I am to go up to exploration. So let's go that route. Because I'm planning to make like in industrial districts and commercial districts and just kind of sit on those and really build up. That's kind of the strategy for now. Here I think we just go to Zanzibar. I just wanted to send it down so we made, you know, the roads all the way through. All our tiles just seem to get gold. But I guess it actually shows in our income. We do have a lot of income for this time in the game. Here we have an interesting decision. A library is definitely good. Really speeds up our science. I am kind of tempted to make a theater square. Let's do that. Get some culture. I guess we're not fighting them with religion at all. Having a city here would actually be okay, but I just don't think that's happening. If we have a city here, right, and we just line up units here and kill them as they come over the hills, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but not the worst either. I'm a little bit suspicious of that. Let's send down our reinforcements. And you can go back. I would not be surprised if they declare war, given they're right here. I mean, it's pretty close with their borders and all that. That is a mean district because it can shoot at the ships. I really want to buy that tile, but I obviously don't have the... I obviously don't have the money for that because I'm saving up for a settler. Oh, this only had one left, that builder. Feels bad, man. Alright guys, we'll play one more turn and then we'll call an episode. So I don't know if I improved that yet. You can go down here, you can stay right there, that's fine. And that's it. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one.